Hey everyone. I was asked recently about how to do cut lines, like build a cut line template in Adobe Illustrator. So I thought I would show you all how I build my cut line template. What I'm going to be working on today is B6 monthly kits for Lights Planner Action inserts. And what I did is I printed off Bess's monthly B6 monthly kit or insert, and then I took my measuring tool. It's a crap, I'm forgetting the word right now. It's a digital measuring tool and not just a ruler. I forgot the word. I'll remember it eventually. And then, so based off of those measurements, I'm going to build my kit. I'm a little bit... Usually when I do this, my kit is usually off by just a little bit. So I will have to send this to a tester to make sure this kit size will be fine. That's what I recommend to do with anybody, or you print it off yourself and test it if you have the actual inserts, which I don't have. The inserts that I have from Bess are for my shop, so the monthly is actually different than what most people use. So I'll have to get a tester for that. Anyway, let's go ahead and dive right into this. I already have my measurements listed right here. You can hear my paper. First off, I'm going to do is start off with my page size. Now, when I design in Illustrator, I always do it 8.5 by 11 because that's the size of paper that I print on. And then I have the actual cut file for printing, for cutting for the stickers. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use what I already have created for my weekly kits for the size for my sheets and copy paste it here. That way I already have it, and I'm going to go ahead and close that out. So the sizing on this is 6 by 4.8 blah blah, almost 5 by 6 in size. Now this will probably change in size as I design, just because of sticker lengths, especially for the washi strips. So I already have that set up, but I'm going to zoom out, Control minus, and I'm going to set this, drag this to the side for now, and then zoom back in. Alright, so we're going to start with the washi strips. For the top strip, I'm going to take my box and drag it out, right? And instead of doing the outline, I'm going to do the full fill. That way I have a better visualization of what I need to do. So this isn't the correct size of what I'm going to be doing. Over here in the transform box under properties, I'm going to change the width to 4.45 inches. And yes, I set this to inches because that's what I measure in. Some people do it in millimeters, and some do it in some centimeters. Since I'm US based, inches is what I use. So 4.45, and then the height was 9.39, And I'm going to make this a little bit smaller just because I don't want it to go over the top of the edge, so I'm just going to do 0.93. So that's my first top. Then I'm going to Control C and V. That's my second top washi. Then I'm going to copy it again. And I'm going to make my bottom washi, which is 0.362, so I'm going to make it 0.3. Because again, I don't want it to go over the edge. And since there's 2 pages, copy and paste again. So those are my washi strips.
Yeah, it's like Nesca.
I'm just going to set those there. Okay, now we're going to do the days of the week strip. Going to draw a box.
Yeah. Let me see it.
Oh, I noticed I forgot to do a measurement, so I'm going to do that real quick here. With my digital caliper, that's the name.
I need to head to the town anyways because I'm low on health. Not health. Hunger. I haven't lost much health, at least yet.
0.288. I'm going to write that down with my pencil.
Alright, it's daytime anyways, so I guess eating food wasn't a bad idea either. Eat the food.
Okay, I'm actually going to round this up because half the time when I do measuring it's actually shorter. So the height on this is going to be 0.29. And the width is going to be 4.45. Okay, days of the week. And there's going to be 2. Now the boxes themselves are 1.1.
I already have a quest.
Okay, so we have the note strip on one side.
The quest has hard baby beings. They're not fun to deal with. So I'll just wait for those guys.
And it's 1.1 inches wide. And I think I measured it wrong, so I'm going to double check with my caliper here.
Yeah, you're carrying that money. Yeah, you'd be carrying that money.
I did it 5.67.
Yeah, you're gonna sell it. Make it some money.
That means I need to remeasure this.
I mean, you could be like Robin Hood. Steal from the rich and give it to the poor.
So the second days of the week should have been 3.3
Steal from the
wide.
rich and poor.
Because the notes section
Steal from the poor and give it to the poor.
is 5.67. Yes, I know these are not. I know these are all off. Again, this is what testers are for. Okay, so that's the note section.
Yeah, you should get asking a demon that can stay in the light. Like, yeah, we trust this guy. Well, I mean, you've done neighborly.
Okay,
acts
I'm probably not gonna do date dots with this, and just leave it the way it is. But I will do holidays. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and bring up my holiday stickers.
I don't know. I don't think you actually can. But there are. I'm pretty sure Michael Jackson has had fun time with humans, though. Like normal
Okay, this is from my PP Weeks B6 monthly. Actually,
Michael Jackson can take on many forms. He can be.
Let's bring up the actual holiday stickers.
That's the only two forms we've seen him at.
Okay, these are my holidays.
At least in the anime.
So when I build the kit, I have all my holidays listed for each month, and I'll copy those over. The cut lines on these change a little bit. I just do round cut lines instead of on offset with the text, just because of the kind of text that I use. Okay, so let's start building things. I'm going to bring over here, deleting that. Okay, washi strips. Looks like I can fit all in one.
Damn you, allergies. Which is really odd.
And then we're going to do January.
Which is kind of odd, though. I wouldn't expect Tanjiro to be that powerful, but he is. Which makes me fear what all the trainers would be like fighting, because the trainers are much better than Tanjiro. Yeah, they'd probably have giga health, giga damage.
Okay, those are the January. Wolf Moon, Chinese New Year. And you notice these are kind of small in size with width-wise. And that's fine. I like keeping them small because that way it's more universal. The biggest size is about an inch, which is perfect because these boxes are 1.1 inches. So I'm going to leave that there. Oh, I should have left my holiday. Let's reopen that. Okay, and then we have our icons.
Because he's only meant for water breathing. So I guess that's
and yes, it copies over all
probably. I mean,
all the other cut lines because they're all grouped together. It's like for like the first 2 or 3 episodes, he's like utter scrub, and then he just like, whoa, I can breathe and slice this giant ass rock in half by breathing. The one we had trouble with, he's over here like, I'm a flex on you. I can slice this rock in half by breathing. And then I have all my icons.
I mean, all you have to do is eat humans at night.
That I want to fit.
Then you're just waiting outside a lot, waiting inside a lot.
And then I have regular stickers.
I mean, in a way, yes. There's like a demon hierarchy. I mean, it just kind of depends. You can train, but most of the time it's usually like by when you are a demon. And it's not really like birth thing. It's just kind of when you become a demon, because he has to make you a demon. He's the only demon with that ability. No other demon has that. All other demons just eat the demon. Eat people, not demons. I mean, they could eat demons, I'm pretty sure. Just they probably won't like it.
Okay, so we have vacation, payday, birthdays, day off, that kind of thing for text. And again, these are smaller.
I mean, they wouldn't really have a reason to. They could just sleep it
by ungroup them. These are less than half an inch. 0.6 for that one, which is fine.
Yeah.
As long as it's readable.
Pretty much.
So I'm gonna move this up here.
Just Dracula, like, you know those old vampire and zombie movies and stuff? Just kill the main one and then all the other ones die. It's exactly that. Kill Michael Jackson and then all the other.
Yes, Severus, I hear you calling your people.
There's something like that.
I'm gonna ungroup these.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send this to the back because my cut lines are still grouped.
Yeah. Or at least it's said that would happen. It's not like a set in stone thing. They're just like, maybe it'll happen.
Okay.
We'll just have to wait and see. Either that or it'll just completely end the demon hierarchy.
5 and
Who
5.
knows? They might continue it because, you know, they're pretty loyal servants to Michael Jackson. I mean,
Not sure I like this layout.
The only way they could really get rid of that hunger is either by sleeping or eating humans. It's that time. Thing is how Nezuko did it, she slept for like 4 or 5 years. Very.
I forgot some other stickers. Okay.
Very fast, like every night, they will be hunger. Well, I mean like, not like that, no. Like, if they were to sleep, then they could last, like, entire years without needing to eat anything. And who knows, probably forever, because so far, only...
My flags.
I mean, she'll drool, but that's about it. She just kind of like controls her hunger or something weird. She's like, no, I am not hungry. I'm only sleepy. I'm like, yeah, and then I'll just sleep it all off.
I'm gonna rotate these.
Oh god, I almost got infinite comboed again. It's all because I got stuck on a wall.
Okay.
Oh, how did that miss? That's a problem. How are they so fast?
Bills due. I'm gonna do that on a different sheet. We're gonna do these instead.
They have wings on their back, you over there.
So I'm gonna do more flags.
Yeah. Alright, it's time I eat. So eat.
Okay.
Oh hey, my bandage is gone. Huh.
Then we have our canceled.
I see. Oh, I can do the Papa Franku mission. Welcome to the rice fields, you damn filthy weeaboo. Pink guy stole my chromosomes yesterday and I can't seem to find them. There's only one solution. You gotta channel in your inner weeaboo and find them.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like this layout
for once or something.
because I still have a bunch of white space.
Alright. I'm gonna look around for where... it's down there. Alright, I'm gonna wait for you to get the coax. Gotta use my chromosomes for this one,
Ungroup these. Yes, because it's easier for me to build off of an older kit because I already have a lot of it done.
Oh, well then he doesn't
Oops.
have many.
My 0 key
Max.
doesn't always work for some reason. Okay.
Yeah. It's the DNA strandos. Okay, so that means you have something different than me?
And then I'm going to pull this up a little bit. Okay, so the first page is basically done.
Oh my god. Yo, you missed
So I'm
this
going to click over here on layers, create a new layer, I'm going to call it
well, I
cut
mean-
lines.
Just imagine telling
Most of these already have cut lines.
Imagine telling that to someone who actually, like, telling that to a scientist.
So I'm going to delete, not delete, unclick.
They're like, how? What led... What? Yo, check...
All these icons.
He's gonna be like, yo, let's just dissect this guy. Papa Franku is down
Okay,
here.
all the icons are unclicked, and then I'm going to
Papa Franku. Here he
unclick
is.
the colored boxes.
Ow. Yeah, I heard it. I wish that was just a daily quest. Just so I could hear that every day. That'd be the most
Oops.
epic daily quest. Not gonna lie to you.
This kind of tedious. But once you have it all done, makes things easier.
Well, I mean, it says we have to beat up Pink Guy, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, and then Control G to group.
I'm pretty sure we have to beat him up. Watch him be the hardest.
And then I'm going to group some more stuff. I'm going to group the colored boxes because I will be changing those colors on every kit and having to select one at a
Yeah,
time
they're infected humans. Oh yeah, wait.
is a pain in the butt.
Yeah, she does look pretty scary. I see. Low nose. I don't mind the face. I
Okay.
don't really mind the face.
Boxes are selected. And then we're going to do the icons themselves. So unclick that, click that, and group. Okay.
You do look like you'd murdered someone. Well, I mean, you're a demon, so...
Now, all these boxes. Yeah, I wonder if I can fit one more. Ha, I can. Sweet deal.
I don't know how he's missing them.
Okay,
but
so
come back.
with these boxes, you can see the outlines blue. That's what color I do my cut lines. But when I first created this January kit,
Wait. Yeah.
I did it wrong. So I'm going to group these and then Control CV.
Hey, boss, you want the chromosomes? Okay,
And then
I
change
already
the
gave
color,
him Susan,
the
but
fill
you
color
can't
to
use-
non-existent.
He is eating my bird.
And then the boxes themselves.
Yep.
So that way I just have the cut lines. And I'm going to do the same thing with this. Control CV.
What area?
Those are grouped. And the colors will change
It's not respawning me. I am just
with
forever
flags,
dead.
actually.
No,
Let's go
I'm
back.
dead next to pink guy.
Let's
Oh,
undo.
God. Please help.
I need to change how this is set up because it doesn't look very uniform or clean.
Please help.
So I'm going
You
to
see
spread
my
these out
marker?
a little bit.
Try
And then
to kill me or
select.
something. I
And then
need
over here
that.
in my align, make sure it's aligned to selection. And then horizontal distribute. That looks
I'm
better.
trying to reset again. Oh, hey, it worked.
Looks more uniform.
Okay, so I just reset again. And
Then I'm going to do the same thing with these.
I'm back at the village. Alright, pop the front view. These down here.
Okay. So Control CV,
Pop the front view.
Control G. Get rid of.
Found him. Good job, Weeb.
And then I'm just going to hide.
Hello. Quest. Alright. Have to take on the demon corps.
The blue.
Demon crops.
Okay.
Members.
So that one's done. Zoom out a little bit. Highlight all
I'm
these.
pretty sure they were typing it out pretty fast, because there's the only one that would really be physically incorrect would be Papa Franku or Big Guy. We need more Papa Frank. True that.
Control
Hey,
G.
you are good. Man, I mean, some games just don't have, pretty good.
Yeah, these aren't exactly uniform either, so I'm going to fix this a little bit. Okay, that looks a little bit better.
Oh, yay. I'm pretty sure that's the lowest rank.
So let's try that again.
No, you wouldn't get it. Yeah, well, we're both at the very bottom. I don't know, we'll find
Okay.
out for myself. So I can beat these guys up.
These I want to space out appropriately.
Here.
Oh, I forgot. Because different sizes, for some reason, just don't like to be picked. So I'm going to change the outlines to blue.
How did I miss?
Okay, so we have
Oh, okay, that's nice.
our washi strips.
Okay, yeah, these guys are pretty easy. I'm almost dead.
Then what I'm gonna
because
do
I
here-
got stuck on stinky combo thing.
I'm drawing another
I blocked
box
them and they just broke my block. So I got comboed.
around it.
Yeah, it's probably because you're a much, much higher level. I do know it increases health a little.
This box,
It's probably impossible to fight in PvP. Oh, what the?
will be used for clipping masks.
What happened? Yeah.
So
I'm
when I
the same
make...
range, but I body these guys because I have a breathing technique.
When I do the washi stickers...
Oh, I hate it when that happens. I'm pretty
washi
sure that's
strips.
infinite combo because it's such
It'll have a clipping mask for the artwork. So that way it's easier, so I don't have to sit here and continue to crop everything. The downside to doing this is if my artwork is bigger than the page size, when I go to make my PNG files for
I just ninjagoed on that fool.
My mock-ups, it doesn't show up properly.
I use my spin jitsu.
Okay.
Watch me flip. Watch me flip. Oh god, that was a high ass flip.
Okay, I'm gonna create a new section for clipping masks.
Oh, walk off. Well, I have no way of getting back up there. Oh god, here he comes. That was me. Oh god.
Control
oh,
G.
God. Oh my god.
It's already at the top of the group, and then I'm gonna move it to there.
I only have one more.
And then my cut lines.
She's just waiting for
They're
you
all
to
there.
invite her. What is her character?
I'm going to bring this to the front because that will bring it to the top of my layer list. Oops. And I moved those to the wrong group.
It just edged.
Cut lines. Okay. So clipping mask, I'll put underneath that layer.
Well, I am friended to her. I can just check.
These need to be sent to the back.
Oh, alright. Let me take a look at it then.
Okay, so that's basically how I start building my template. Now what happens is when I design,
It's her hair. It's her because her hair.
I'll start a new folder or
It's really edgy and emo.
a new page, artboard,
Especially with the colored.
and then when I design,
Just one strand of hair that's
I just
blue,
copy,
right in the middle.
paste. And I usually start with the last design that I made. So like January, I'll copy January to make February. Then I'll copy February to make March. And that's how I do the templates. Now when you're cutting, let's go ahead and add registration marks. Okay, so I have my registration marks added. I'm just going to move this up here. What I typically do with when I send this to cut is I turn off my layers except for my cut lines. And then I can send it to connect and cut up from there. So that's how I do cut lines and build templates. I call it a template, really not, because with AI doing templates, actual templates, doesn't exactly work with this kind of design for you to replace clipping mask artwork. It's actually easier to do in InDesign than it is in Illustrator. I did look this up because I wanted to make it easier just to import all my artwork, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. So Photoshop and InDesign make it easier to work with templates than Illustrator does. But this kind of gives you a basic idea of how I create things, how I build my templates, that kind of thing. So it makes it, I don't know, easier for me. I know other people do it other ways. That's easier for them. Hopefully this answers some questions about how I build my cut lines. Now if you do have, oh, here's something I haven't talked about. Actual clip art that is not a vector file. So let me bring it up here. Google Drive. Oops, wrong drive. Planner stickers. Let's do a digital curio. That's pretty complicated. It's not pulling up properly, so let's try the other one. Okay. So I'm going to drag and drop that in. Oh, that got put into cut lines. We want to do that regular layer. Okay, so say you have just a regular PNG or a JPEG file of artwork, and it's not vectored already, like this butterfly moth, whatever it is. What you're going to have to do to create the cut lines is a little bit more complicated. So what I do is I go up here to my image trace and outline. And when you do the outline, it doesn't look right, right? Actually, I did this wrong. Let me start at the beginning. So you have your image. You need to copy paste it. There's a reason for this. Because you want it to be the same size is what you're already doing. And then you go on the second one, you go ahead and click on outline. And then I change it to grayscale. I don't do color, I do grayscale. Because you don't need it to be colored. And then you come back over here to properties and click on expand. Now you have a vector to work with. And group it. And then I delete that. And then I take this big vector, oops, right? And under Pathfinder, I unite it all, so it's one color. But you see all this noise that's in it? Right click and group. See, that didn't exactly work because it took away one of the antennas. So we're going to leave that. Release compound path. And then you can delete all the noise. And then we're going to go back and regroup it. So now you have your outline, right? So you go to Object, Path, Offset Path. And you want to do this round, because if you have it on miter, it's going to be sharp edges. So you want to do it round. And that seems kind of big. So I'm going to change it to 0.04, see what it looks like. That's a little too small. So I'm going to change it to 0.06. That's a little bit better. But you see you have some extras here. And I just unite that. Okay, and then you click anywhere, and now you see the internal line and the outside line, right? You need to ungroup it. So when you're looking at it, you delete the inside line so that way you only have your outside. And then I just use my arrow keys, move it up, zoom in a little bit here. There we go. Then I change the background color to nothing, and the blue is my cut line. I always do blue as cut lines, and then I do red for the page cut line. So that's how you do a more complicated cut line for just regular clip art that's not already vectored. So that's how you do that. With text, if you want to do an outline, it's pretty much the same thing as vectored art. It's fairly easy to do. You just do the offset, change it to how you want it, kind of thing. So that's it. That's how I build a kit from almost scratch and do my cut lines. Hopefully that answers a whole bunch of questions that some of you have had. If you have any further questions, please feel free to message me and ask, or ask in the comments below. I'm more than happy to build on my how-to videos with Illustrator and making planner stickers. So that's all I've got for you guys tonight. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great week.